Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with his current bitch, his back issue comic haul. And before we get started here, not sure when I'll post this, but hopefully I'll get it posted before. And just want to wish everybody in Florida and the South down there, Texas also, all my best. I hope the hurricane misses Florida altogether. But if it does not, I hope that you're all prepared and everyone is safe and your house and property will be safe. So, and all those people affected by Harvey, my heart goes out to you and my prayers. And yeah, it's unbelievable what has happened. So yeah, on to some lighter stuff there, huh? Going to be doing some videos here very soon. I have about 600 books, maybe somewhere around there, of stuff I want to try to get rid of. The 600 is just a pittance of the amount of doubles and triples and whatnot that I have, but 600 books is about what I'm going to show this time for my my semi-annual sale, because my con's coming up in October, so I like to get some extra cash. So if anyone's interested in some books, just let me know. Most of them will be anywhere from $3 to $6. Obviously there'll be some that are more than that, but yeah. So let's get started here. The first book here, I've got probably, I'm going to try to hopefully get through close to 100 books this time, but we'll see. This is this is the Marvel Comics Index for Captain America. What a beautiful Steranko cover on that, huh? Absolutely gorgeous. And I picked this up. I'll go through a whole bunch of them, but I was able to buy a whole bunch of books. I went up north, and these all came out to be about $2.75 each, including this one. All right, and so that's kind of my background there. All right, let's just do our obligatory hot book kind of stuff, news, rumors, blah, 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 blah. First one is there is a rumor that Typhoid Mary is going to be the next bad in the Alias season 2 series on Netflix. So if you want Typhoid Mary's true or her first full appearance, or whatever you want to call it, or appearance as a baddie, it is in Daredevil 254. Need to point out KMN Comics as well as CBSI. They both mentioned if you want Typhoid Mary in her human form, it would be in this book right here, Daredevil 252. I just like this storyline regardless of all of the mutants. So what else? For Daredevil, the rumor is that Sin Eater is going to be one of the bad, or the bad, for the Daredevil series. And if that's the case, Sin Eater, his first appearance is in 107 of Spectacular Spider-Man. And apparently this is a $15 to $25 book, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, and then they apparently are some rumors that there's going to be a Night Watch show or movie standalone type of a thing. So if you're into that character, or if you want a cheap spec, or whatever the case you want to call it, Web of Spider-Man 97 is the first Night Watch. Then another books came in highlighted here is apparently Sandman 2, Daniel, oh my god, I forgot his last name, Daniel something, is going to be making his appearance, or has made his appearance in Rebirth. I'm not sure. But his appearance is Death 2 is in Sandman 69. If you want his first appearance as Daniel, here it is in Sandman 22. Apparently there's one where he's a kid. I'm not pulling that one out. I have the entire Sandman series 1 through 75. And so anyway, let's get these out of the way. Okay, like I said, tons of books here. Bought this book here, Phantom Stranger number 14. Love this cover. It's Neil Adams cover. What's interesting about this book is that this book came out in August of 71, And Swamp Thing, or in not Swamp Thing, but House of Secrets 92 came out a month prior in July of 71. Now, this is not Swamp Thing. People think that this is Swamp Thing, or some people do, I guess. But it does look very suspiciously like him to some extent. But this is actually the Swampster. And it's a very cool cover. I've always wanted to have this book. I've seen it for quite some time. Hero Hunter 81 is showing it, and a few other people. So glad to finally have it in the collection. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it should be this way. This is, even though it says startling stories featuring the Sentry, this is the, oh my God, is it Mighty Avengers, New Avengers, number 7? The first appearance of the Illuminati. That's the series. This is the variant to that. So if you're into the first appearance of the Illuminati, it's in one of the Avengers 7 books. I can't remember. But this is the variant to it. So I was able to find that. Finally found Deadpool 12. This is what his first Deadpool 2099 or some dumb thing like that. But found it. And that is this first or second print? I can't tell. It's a first print, so all right, because I knew it had multiple printings. This one here, don't buy a lot of upgrades, but my Thor 225 sorely needed an upgrade. It was missing the value stamp and some other stuff, so able to come across this really nice copy of Thor 225. I paid less than $10 for it, and very, very happy. First appearance of Firelord. Absolutely love Firelord. One of my favorite characters. Came across this book here. One of the Google Plus sites I frequent quite a bit. Aaron Chua. I don't know I'm going to butcher that, but just a very intelligent wealth of information type of guy. He had mentioned this in one of his posts in a nonchalant way. This is Tomahawk 116, and apparently this is the first Neil Adams cover. So if you're a Neil Adams collector, it's just a gorgeous cover too. I'm not really into Westerns, but this is surprisingly cheap. You can get a very high-grade copy for a relatively cheap price. But if you're a Neil Adams fan and you want his first cover, there you go. Speaking of Neil Adams, here is another book I upgraded. This is World's Finest 180. My other copy wasn't bad. I shouldn't say I did upgrade it. This was a better, but I just didn't have, I thought it was on my checklist as not that I didn't own it. But when I got home, I double checked and I realized that I own it. So, all right. X-23 number 1. This is the Women of Marvel. Finally bought this. Got it for about $15. You know, yeah, would have liked to have spent less than that, but yeah, it is what it is. Here's another double. This is Uncanny X-Force number 4. This has been and or is very expensive and rather sought after. This is probably let's just put it this way, it's the money book out of the Remender series. So that's my second copy. So if anyone's interested in that, they can let me know. All these doubles will be in my sale video. So this one I just bought because I had not seen it before, and it was only like $3.50. And it's called Resurrected Shoot by Vertigo. It's a one-shot. It's a really cool book. It has stuff by Warren Ellis, Brian Boland, Brian Azzarello, Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly, Garth Ennis, Jim Lee, Tim Sale, Bernie Wrightson, on and on and on. So I need to check that out. I'm looking forward to reading that. But there's 100-page spectacular, so I think that's 100 bullets, and then that's obviously Hellblazer. So all right, I always love picking these things up whenever I can find them. This is Rock and Roll Comics. This is the Alice Cooper issue. This is number 18. So if I ever find them, for cheap, I pick them up. This was less than $1. So all right, this is the Jim Lee 1 in 10 Red Sonja Claw number 1. I have to admit it. Just Super Joe Tail Joe. it said this the most eloquently. I don't pick up a lot of Dynamite stuff. Dynamite is, how did he put it? He said, Dynamite is where good characters go to die. I mean, think about it. I mean, so I usually stay away from Dynamite. I know. Oh my God. Vampirilla and Luciano Parilla or whatever his name is. Okay, fine. Not my thing. All right. Brightest Day number 47. This is the Alec Gardner 1 in 10 variant. Just really cool. Alec, I thought it was cool looking with Green Lantern, Batman, and Alec Gardner, who's has a lot of commotion going on with those Wonder Woman reprints. All right, this here is a book I've got to give a nod out to. Hero Hunter 81 Clint. He showed this a while back. I think I saw it on his Instagram page too. But this is Heap number 1. This came out in 1971, I believe. And it's by Skywald Comics. And there is another comic that Skywald does that I'm really trying to get my hands on. Not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And but this is actually reprints Strange Worlds number 8. And but just a very, very cool cover. Love this cover quite a bit. So thank you, Clint, Hero Hunter. Really appreciate that. Here's Green Arrow number 7. This is the Gene Ha 1 in 10 variant. I like Gene Ha also quite a bit. This is part of the Brightest Day tie-in. Just a very cool looking cover. Always on lookout for my Elseworlds. Now my fear is with Elseworlds that they're going to start getting maybe a little bit more attention if DCU is going to, the direct-to-video line is going to focus on the Elseworlds stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But this is Batman Night Gallery. Got it because it had kind of a cool looking Robin to it, and that's not a bad looking Batman, so I have to check that out. All right, sorry. Bought some Batmans on my never ending quest on this. This is issues 154 and 152. I like 154 better, so there's 152, 154. Now I own, I'm missing 6 issues. My goal is to get from 144, which is the first 12-cent issue, until it ends. And I have from 156 or 157 on. I need 156, but I need 6 between 144 and 156 to make that happen now. I hope that made sense. I'm sorry, took a roundabout way. Here's Batman Annual number 6, really beat up, came with one of the Batman books. I'll have to upgrade that sometime, but yeah. All right, this I'm very, very happy to finally have completed. This is Battle Pope number 4 and number 3 out of the Funkatron line. This is not the Image reprints. This is the Funkatron. So now I have issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. But what's really cool about these is I didn't notice this until I was rebagging them. Look at the backs on this one. This is Amazing Fantasy. Now this is Kirkman stuff here. Very cool. They do these homages, and I got to look at issues 1 and 2 to see what that looks like. But let's see what. So if you like these, here's the Dark Knight Battle Pope. The Dark Pontiff returns. Very cool. So very happy to find. And these Funkatrons are impossible to find. Impossible to find. You can. Who is it? Not Gamma Comics, not Merc. Oh, yeah, maybe. No, it's not. Is it Merc with a mouth, maybe? One of those guys collects the Battle Pope. And found another copy of Avenging Spider-Man number 12 with Deadpool. Finally found this. Oh, my God. Sensational She-Hulk 40, the controversial jump rope issue. Now, don't get me twisted when I say this, okay? I am not stating that I have any pull or sway or whatever in this, in any form or manner whatsoever. But, man, I had looked for this thing for probably 8 months on the cheap. I just refused to buy it on eBay, and I could never find it on any con, any shop, anything of that nature. And I know some of you guys find them left and right. I just was one of these books I couldn't find. And I never said anything. I always kept my mouth shut. And when I do trades, I'd ask people if they had this issue, and they would, some of them would even ask me why. And, but I had always kept my mouth shut. Then in April, one of my bitches back in April, I finally got frustrated and mentioned that I couldn't find this book, that this was a money book, that people were asking $20 to $40 on it. And then I see it coming up on Carl on Base. I see other people picking this thing up. I'm like getting pissed, man. But once again, I'm not. So, all right. But just very, very happy that I've got this book finally. All right. You know, and before I mention this too, this was book nobody had ever shown this book unless you were just collecting Sensational She-Hulk. It was never on a CBSI site, none of that stuff. Nobody was even on anybody's radar, this Sensational She-Hulk. But then now all of a sudden it's you know, everybody wants to have it. Funny. All right, this book here, The Amazing Spider-Man: Soul of the Hunter. If you're a Craven's Last Hunt collector, this is part 2. It came out in a prestige format, and I think this is, yeah, it's Mike Zack and Diamantes. So if you're a Craven's Last Hunt guy and you want to finish it up, this is part 2 of that. Spider-Man: Soul of the Hunter. Found another copy of Arkham Asylum: Living Hell. This is an Eric Powell cover, just very cool, with Batgirl and Egghead. No, is that Egghead? No. That's, oh my God, Egghead, that's Marvel. Who is that? I don't know who that is offhand. I know who it is, I just can't think of it. All right, anyway, sorry. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. Found another Adam Hughes Ferris collection. This is number 27. Yeah, number 27, Adam Hughes. Michael Turner. Guess it wouldn't be a video of mine without Turner. This is the Fathom Collected Editions, number 3. Found that for $1. All right, KMN Comics, here you go again. This is, he showed this in one of his videos. I'm a collector of connecting covers as well as George Perez, and I just like these pink covers. This is Legacy's issues 5 and 6, and these connect, and it's by George Perez. I dare anybody to tell me that there is anybody who draws group covers better than George Perez. You know, you look at Crisis on Infinite Earths and these other books he's done. There is nobody that, as far as I'm concerned, that does group of heroes and villains the way that George Perez does. So very cool. Thank you, KMN Comics, for that. This book, I finally found it. This was optioned, or is optioned, for a movie or a TV. This is Monolith, number 1, first appearance of Monolith. I apologize if this glare is bad. So, all right. Okay. Found another one of these. This is another connecting cover set. This is the New Avengers. This is issue number 3. This is a Wolverine one. This connects. There's like 6 or 8 of them. I'm getting close. I think I've got maybe just one left to do, or something like that. Found the last issue of Power Pack. This is issue number 62. And I found it for about a little, maybe a buck over, something like that. I paid $1 for this guy too. So, but anything last issue, Power Pack, I've still got, you know, we'll see. Punisher, the Dark Reign, number 2. This is the Green Goblin variant silhouette version. I think the other one is Norman Osborn, the regular issue. So very cool. Okay, found another set. I think there's one more. There's a 15, I believe, of this, but this is Secret Defender 16 and 17 with Deadpool on the cover. So those will be doubles. Found another Sensational She-Hulk, number 52, Adam Hughes cover. Found another copy of the first appearance of Michael Holt as, Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific. He doesn't become Mr. Terrific. This is his first appearance. Inspector number 54. So that's a double also. I think this is a double also. Another Elseworlds, Superman, a nation divided, excuse me. These we finally had a Five Below open, and I picked up a couple of packs. Went there on their opening day, and this one was in there. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. It's a Cho cover. I like these Superhero Squad variants. This is New Avengers number 57. This one was happy to see. This is the David Finch variant. Is this a 1 in 25, I think? Variant to Vengeance of Moon Knight #1. So, yeah. And then the third print, I believe, of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #2. Apparently you can fit these all together, and it says something. Finally found one of these. Okay, this next few. Remember I showed you the Captain America book that I bought for like $2.75. This is the stack of books that I found that go with it. So this one here, this is Wolverine Savage. This is a J. Scott Campbell book cover. Paid $2.75 for everything. Wolverine versus Hulk #8. This is just an iconic cover. God, I shouldn't use that word. It's a cover that catches people's eyes, and because of that, because it's Wolverine and Hulk, this was seeing some attention. It still can garner a little bit of attention, money. This is the Wolverine 131. This is the recall issue, and how you can tell easiest is right on the UPC. If it doesn't have the 2 as the last number, if it has the 1, then it's the error version. Okay, it has the slur in there. Found another cop, and this one's a double, and that one's a double. Those two are doubles. This one's a double. Wolverine 155, the great, is that a Liefeld cover, I think? But the Wolverine and Deadpool cover, that's a double. This one is not. X-Men Unlimited 47. This is Middleton cover. This one's another double. This is X-Women, the Mila Manara. Once again, paid $2.75 for everything so far. Found another copy of the New Mutants. This is Marvel Graphic Novel #4, the 6th print Adam Hughes cover, $2.75. Found Nightwing #1. This is another double, but I think I'm keeping this because this is a newsstand. So, but $2.75 for that. Found the last issue to Planetary, #27. Found this one here. This one, people are asking $10 to $20 for this book on eBay. This is Justice League Unlimited 20. I think it just obviously has to do with the cover, but $2.75 for that book. Found Justice League 30 and 31, the first, second, third cameo, whatever, of Jessica Cruz. Found the entire Bourne miniseries 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $2.75. This here book I was very happy to find. This was The Punisher, the Max 13. This is another hot book. This is apparently going to be the bad guy for the upcoming Punisher Netflix series. William something. Forget his name. Not Riker, but I forget it. It's this guy right here. But apparently he's going to be the bad guy for the Punisher Netflix series. Speaking of Punisher, found some more Punisher books here. Very happy to finally have these in my collection, just like KKN Comics. I had never had these. Is this the first appearance of Barracuda, or is 32? But 31, 32, and 33 of the Punisher the Max series. Harold at oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on your name. Oh, so sorry, Harold. You know who you are, but he always mentions these books. Punisher the Armory #1, 2, and 3. And if you do look, especially numbers 1 and 10 go for quite a bit of money on eBay. At least they're asking for quite a bit of money on this. And 1 through 10 is the mini series. All right. Once again, $2.75 a piece for everything. Found Gen 13 number 1. This is the Michael Golden merchandising variant. This is the Brady Bunch J. Scott Campbell variant. This is the Joe Dunn Sandman parody to number 1, and also found the Rolling Stone parody. So, and this one is a double, if anyone's interested in that. Once again, $2.75 for everything. Still not done. Got more here with, oh my gosh. Brother Power the Geek number 1 for $2.75. Flash 155, the first appearance of the Rogues Gallery. That is a double. If anybody's interested in that, they can let me know. This is Batman 524. This is the action figure variant. I never even knew this existed. So came with a Scarecrow action figure. So happy to have that. $2.75. Found another copy of Batman 21, first appearance of Duke Thomas for $2.75. What else came in that? Oh, this book here, Marvel graphic novel, number 6, Star Slammers. This Marvel Magazine Group, Marvel Preview, Bizarre Adventures, number 32, Beautiful Jusko Thor cover. That's a double. Found some more Hulk magazines. These were all $2.75 each. Averages number 25. I believe that might be the last issue. 23, 21, 15. That's a double. 11. This is the very first time that there's a solo backup story of Moon Knight. And this is a double also. If anybody's interested, they can let me know. But if you want the very first solo Moon Knight story, this ongoing, this would be where it starts, is in Hulk, the magazine 25. $2.75 each. Still found. They all averaged at $2.75, but I found a whole buttload of DC Universe variants. I have probably over 100 of these DC Universe variants, and I was thinking, God, I'm going to go for a run of this stuff, and I kept wanting to know how many there were. And trust me, I've been collecting these for 4 years, and they're not easy to find. In fact, about 3.5 years ago, I posted on YouTube a video specifically asking if anybody knew what these things were. And the only person that knew was Yanni Gogolak at that point. So, yeah, so now that there was a person that posted a whole list through the CGC site, and he ended up getting banned from one of those G plus sites. But I went into that, and then CBSI posted one, and there's almost 500 of these DC Universe. So I'm in no real hurry to get that set complete, but I'll keep working on them. So, like I said, I have over 100 of them now. So, all right. And then we're going to finish off with some treasuries. I ended up finding some treasuries. This is Marvel Treasury 13. This is the holiday grab bag. Sorry, I got to do these on the side. Will it show up this way? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now I can finally stand them straight up. This is DC Collector's Edition C43, Christmas with Superheroes. That's a double. Mighty Thor. This is a Marvel Treasury number 3. The Empire Strikes Back. This is the Marvel's special edition, and super happy to have that book. That's one of the treasuries I've been hunting down for a while. Super expensive to find these things, the Empire Strikes Back, for some reason, and finally found it. And then probably the treasury I'm the most happiest to finally have is the Superman versus Wonder Woman. I think this is C45, I believe. 54. I'm dyslexic. But this is just an awesome book. Love the cover on this one. Who did the cover on this? I think it was Gene Colan, I think. Oh no, it's Garcia Lopez. Garcia Lopez did the cover on this one, so very cool. So now I need one or two more treasuries, and then I'm probably going to do a treasury video where I highlight all the different treasuries, and I'll go over what each one of them are, what the covers are, that sort of a thing. So that's, boy, I went through that many books that quick, hon. That is unreal. Well, I hope you guys weren't too bored, and look for my for sale or trade video. This is Vin Crew signing off. Thank you.